Now, hello students, welcome back to SST class for class 7th. Today we are going to start the previous chapter which we have already started, civics lesson number 22, how do state government work. So today's topic is what are the qualifications required to be a member of Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. In the earlier video, as students, you have heard or I have explained you that there are two houses in the state legislature, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, and those states which have unicameral legislature are those which have only one house, and that is Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly. And those states which have both houses, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, or Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council, are called bicameral. Now, most of the states in India have unicameral legislature, that is, they have only one house, that is Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly. There are only few states in India which are having bicameral, or we can say two houses, Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, that is both Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council, and these states are Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, etc. These are the states where both the houses are there in state legislature, Vidhan Sabha plus Vidhan Parishad. Now today we are going to study about what are the qualifications required to be a member of the Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. There are some qualifications required to be a member of Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad which are given to us by the Constitution of India. The framers or those who have made the Constitution have given the guidelines. What are the qualifications which are required to be a member of Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad? First and foremost requirement for the member of the Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, she should be a citizen of India. To be a member of Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, he or she, it can be male or female, member of Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, that is called MLA. First, he or she should be a citizen of India. Before contesting election, he should be a citizen of India. Then only he can become a member of Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council. Now the second is she should not be less than 25 years of age for Vidhan Sabha. If a person is contesting elections for Vidhan Sabha, he or she must not be less than 25 years of age for Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly. Now, if he want to contest the election for Legislative Council, his age should not be less than 30 for Vidhan Parishad. Now again, she should not be less than 25 years of age for the Vidhan Sabha and not less than 30 years for the Vidhan Parishad. The third, she should not hold any office or profit under the government. If a person is wanted to be a member of MLA, we can say member of Legislative Assembly, or MLC, member of Legislative Council, he or she should not hold any office of profit, matlab he should not be any in government job. If he or she is working in any government office, he has to retire or leave that job or seat to be a member of Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council, or we can say MLA or MLC. Again, she should not hold any office of profit under the government. She should not be a office holder for profit, getting salary in any government office. If he has contested election winner and has been elected or chosen as the member of Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, then he have to resign or leave that job. Next is his or her name should be on the voter list. If a person want to be a member of Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council, his or her name should be on the voter list. Now what is voter list? Voter list is a list in which the name is mentioned of the person, then only he or she can cast his or her vote. The voter list is very important. We have to check In this, we can make entry also our name. Those who have crossed the age of 18 or those who have attained age of 18, they can add their name. Those who have died, their name is struck off. The voter list is after, whenever after duration elections are held, before that voter list is corrected or checked. Now again, I am explaining you what are the qualifications required to be member of Vidhan Sabha, Legislative Assembly or Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Council. First, she should be a citizen of India. To be a member of Legislative Assembly and Council, she should be a citizen of India. Second, she should not be less than 25 years of age if he want to be a member of Vidhan Sabha, and not less than 30 age if he want to be a member of Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Council. One and the same thing. Vidhan Parishad, Legislative Council, one and the same thing. Vidhan Sabha and Legislative Assembly, one and the same thing. She should not hold any office of profit under the government. Clear? Must not hold any office of profit. If he or she is doing any job in government office, he or she has to retire or resign from that post. His or her name should be on the voter list. A person who want to be a member of Legislative Council or Legislative Assembly, his or her name should be on the voter list. Now next is functions of the state legislature. Now what are the functions which are performed by the Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Assembly or Legislative Council? What are the functions which are performed by these two houses? First, makes laws that apply only to the state concerned. Both these houses, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, make laws for the particular state for which they are the members. Suppose we are talking about Rajasthan, then the state legislature of Rajasthan will make laws only for the state concerned. Matlab, they will make laws only for the Rajasthan. Again, makes laws that apply only to the state concerned. The Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad will make laws only for that state. Suppose Rajasthan, so Rajasthan state legislature, that is Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, will make laws for only Rajasthan, that will apply only to the Rajasthan. Second, a list of subjects on which a state can make laws is called state list. Clear? Now the state legislature are making laws on the subjects. We can say it is not, we are not talking about Hindi, English, Math, Science. Subjects is for the department, for the ministry they are making, and these are called state lists. In the earlier classes or in senior classes you will study there are three lists: union list, state list and concurrent list. In short, I can tell you, when we talk about union list, when the central government make laws on particular, and mainly these laws are made or subjects are those which are concerned for the nation's safety and progress, like defense, security, etc. When we talk about state list, those subjects on which only state government make laws, these are called state list. Example, agriculture and land revenue. And concurrent list, in which both state and central can make laws. Now again, a list of subjects on which a state can make laws is called the state list according to the constitution. And कौन से subjects हैं वो? agriculture, land revenue taxes collected from the land, public health facilities, and law and order. These are the subjects on which state makes laws, and it is called state list. Now a state legislature can make laws as well as abolish outdated ones. Now state legislature have power to make laws, they can make laws as well as abolish the old ones which have been outdated and today's, according to today's society, they are not appropriate. The state legislature has power to abolish them, to finish them. Now amendments can also be made in the constitution. The meaning of amendment changes. The laws which are made can also be amendment, changes can be done and state legislature can done it, but only for this half member of state legislature approval is required. Clear? Now again, what are the function of state legislature? Make laws that apply only to the state concerned. They make laws which are applied only for that particular state. Second, a list of subjects on which a state can make laws is called statelets by constitution. Example, agriculture, land revenue, health and law and order. Now state legislature can make laws as well as abolish outdated ones. Those which are old, which are not suitable for today's society, they can abolish them, they can finish them. And amendments can also be done in the constitution and for which half members approval is required of the state legislature. These are the two topics which we discussed. Qualification of membership of the two houses. What are the qualifications required to be member of the legislative assembly or legislative council, and what are the function of the state legislature.